but gives you the meat, that meat is halal meat. What he is doing with the blood is what is haram. Any other questions or comments? If a person in a dream he's sleeping, obviously he's sleeping during the day, and he has what we call a wet dream, does that dream now break his state of fasting? It doesn't, because this is something which has happened outside of his control. He still has to make a ghusl upon waking, he or she. They have to make a ghusl, complete bath, upon awakening. However, any act which takes place, which will normally break the fast, but outside of a person's consciousness, like if you forget that you were actually fasting, and you took a glass of water and you drank it. After you finished drinking, you caught yourself, oh, I was fasting. That drinking, or if you ate something, does not break your fast, because it was done in a state of forgetfulness. Erection. This doesn't break fast. Any other? Using toothpaste. No, using toothpaste does not break the fast either. You know, toothpaste is similar to cleaning one's teeth with miswak. As we pointed out before, that it was the practice of Prophet Muhammad to use miswak while fasting. Miswak has juices and a taste to it. However, when one does so, one should not turn the miswak, as we said, into a lollipop, where they've got the miswak in their mouth all during the day, chewing on it and, just swallowing the juices, because then it does become a form of eating. One does, drinking here now. One is, in fact, breaking one's fast. Similarly with the toothpaste, you brush your teeth, wash your mouth out, spit it out, fine. But if you are, brushing your teeth all the time, sucking on your toothbrush, or, savoring the taste of your toothpaste, then you could be entering into a state of breaking your fast. Pardon? Incense. No, incense doesn't break the fast. Burning incense does not break the fast.
I love this ayat. There's ayat, I think, in Al-Baqarah, talking about being in retreat in the mosque, and that there's certain days for that, and certain conditions in regard to our wives, and so on. Could you give us some more details on that?
The question was concerning i'tikaf, the retreat to the masjid, which was a part of the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, particularly in the last 10 days of Ramadan, and particularly in the last part of his life, he actually increased that time to 20 days. So actually the month of Ramadan, the principle of retreating to the masjid is one which is encouraged for those that are able. And during the period of the retreat, of course, one stays away from one's family in the sense of sexual relations, etc. So it means that even in the night, though it is halal for one to have relations with one's wife during the night, because one is in a state of retreat, one will not be involved in that. This is a means of increasing one's acts of worship. One spends the period of time in the masjid, and there are some statements of Prophet Muhammad to indicate that this i'tikaf really is only valid in Mecca and Medina. Yeah, there are certain actual statements of Prophet Muhammad which indicate that. Though it is commonly understood by most of the various schools of Islamic law that one may do so in any masjid.
Can can one make i'tikaf 1, 2, 3 days?
Oh, okay. Question is, can the i'tikaf be for less than 10 or more than 20? Of course, this is a voluntary act. One may, do what one is able to do. It could be the last 5 days, if that's all that one is able to do, the last 1 day, It doesn't have to be 10 or nothing.
You have to spend the whole day in the mosque?
Oh, do we have to spend the whole day? Yes, normally you spend the whole day and night, with the exception of going out to use the bathroom, or if there is some need that your family has, which only you can provide for them. You may go out, get that need, purchase something, give it to the family, and go back to the masjid. But you're not outside of it, for anything beyond dire need or an immediate need. Yeah, huh?
Eating or using the bathroom?
Not eating.
Well, I mean, after we break our fast, after Islam, then if you're in the house, it's not that. Generally...
Oh, people may step out to eat and come back, yes. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes, yes. Because you're not allowed to bring in you say they're not allowing you to bring in meals into the masjid, right? So you have to step out to eat, so you step out to eat something and come back in again, yeah.
But there are some brothers who will come and they will stay in Saraway, and they will even make tahajjud, and then they'll leave, and they'll go to a hotel room, and they'll stay there until Fajr or whatever the case may be, then come back to the house. Right? Is that i'tikaf?
No, this is not really i'tikaf, because the staying in the hotel is not. This is just a question of convenience. It's more comfortable to lie in your bed in the hotel than to sleep in the haram. So for those people who may spend the whole day, praying tahajjud, the tarawih, and then leave the masjid and spend the rest of the night in their hotel, and then come back in next to masjid again in the morning, this is not i'tikaf. No. They'll get the reward for what they're doing in terms of the prayer, in the masjid, etc., but they would not get the additional blessings of making i'tikaf or the seclusion in the masjid.
One point about the i'tikaf, also, one is allowed to leave the masjid for necessity, for example, taking a meal, or for a person who's taking change clothes, whatever you use. It is not preferable for you to loiter, or to hang around. Like you're going to take your meal, and then you take your meal, and then you sit, you take a cup of tea, and you sit, and you go get a paper, and you do something else. So you go to perform the need, whatever it is, and you go back to the masjid, because the i'tikaf is in the masjid.
Okay.
Is it haram or Islam to shorten the beard? I mean, to
trim. Okay, question concerning the trimming of the beard. The vast majority of scholars hold that it is allowable for a Muslim to trim his beard. I mean, I'm holding that it is required of a Muslim to grow a beard. Some hold that it is strongly required in the sense of it being a strongly recommended sunnah, and others hold that in fact it is compulsory, and that to shave one's beard is sinful. Having fulfilled the requirement of growing the beard, of course those who say that it is sunnah and not that it is compulsory, then trimming becomes, doesn't really make any difference, because according to them, you could also shave it. I mean, you should, it's better to grow it, but you could shave it. But those